I think transportation engineering is an extremely enjoyable field for a few reasons. One of the reasons is it's so broad that no matter where your talents are or where your interests are, so if you're more artistically inclined than mathematically inclined, there is an area for you in transportation engineering where you can pursue these talents, and it's called transportation art. If you're more psychologically inclined, if you enjoy reading about psychology or learning how people make decisions or perceive information and so forth, this is a huge area in transportation engineering. If you're interested more in politics, this is a huge area in transportation engineering. If you're interested in law, huge area in transportation engineering. Math, a huge area in transportation. So the beauty about transportation engineering is it doesn't matter where your interests are, there's always a place for you. So by choosing to pursue a career in transportation engineering, you're not really choosing transportation engineering. You're choosing whatever field that you're interested in and applying it in transportation engineering. In addition, as I mentioned, we have the market opportunity is really vast, and it's all over the world. So for example, I have two students who are interested, who want to pursue missionary commitments after graduation. So they want to go and serve in third world countries or developing countries. And there is lots of opportunities to do such work in transportation engineering. Transportation is the backbone of the economy. So in these areas, they have lots of accidents, they have lots of transportation pollution, they have lots of issues related to transportation. They have unsafe means of transportation. So you can easily do such work. And in the United Nations Development Program, there's a huge area for transportation engineering. Regardless, the market is humongous. Local, international, different areas, different fields. So job opportunities are numerous. Areas, sub-disciplines in transportation, all over the place. The challenge of the field, it's a very challenging field, and everybody knows if you're working with something challenging, this is self-satisfying. If you tackle a challenging problem and you solve it, this is self-satisfying. Plus, you see the results immediately. You see the impact in the society immediately. If people are complaining or people cannot travel because transit service is not that great, and you fix this, you will see gratitude immediately. If there's an intersection where everybody is unhappy with the design and you fix it, you will see the gratitude of the people immediately. Whatever transportation project, if you build a high-speed rail, most people after it starts operation will be happy. Maybe now it's a little contentious, but after it starts operation, people will be very happy because it will improve the economy of our region greatly. Now, why Fresno State? So why Fresno State? Because I think we have now, our transportation program is growing. We have, in the past couple of years, we have established a state-of-the-art laboratory, transportation engineering laboratory, and we have acquired state-of-the-art equipment. We have acquired state-of-the-art softwares, and we're teaching these softwares to our students. And only yesterday I had a student who came in and he said he did an interview in San Francisco, and he was surprised that they called him for an interview, since they have a lot of schools in the Bay Area. So he was surprised that they invited him from an interview from Fresno. And in the job market, when a firm invites you for an in-person interview, they pay for your travel. So they paid for his travel from here to there because they wanted him to. So he told me, he was saying, I was surprised. When I went there, I was even more surprised about how impressed they were with my credentials. So in our classes, I always tell the students, the software and the tools that you're learning in school, these are not taught everywhere nationwide, not even the world. Very few places in the whole of the US or the world teach these tools. So if you master these tools as an undergraduate, this will give you lots of advantages. Usually students do not believe, which is understandable given their limited experience. But that's what he was telling me yesterday. He was telling me he stopped by to tell me, now I believe you. I've seen it myself. They told me, do you really know how to use network analysts? Do you really know how to do this simulation? They couldn't believe, because it is not common. Now all of these tools that we're providing for our students right here at Fresno State, very few places in the whole country and the whole world provide these types of tools and talents for undergraduate students. Lots of them provide them for graduate students, but for the level of undergraduate education, there are very few in the whole country. So by coming to Fresno State, you acquire these tools and you master them, and this gives you an edge either in the practice world or in the research side of transportation engineering. So this is one aspect. We have state-of-the-art courses, we have state-of-the-art technologies, and we're teaching them, and our students are using them. They're doing research with them. They travel and they give their presentation. So only yesterday, the concluding oral presentation of the Central California Research Symposium, which was open for research applications not all over the university, all over the universities in the Central California, from all fields: engineering, math, nursing, medicine, any field. They chose the concluding oral presentation to be one of our students, one of our undergraduate students, and his research area was about the impacts of autonomous vehicles on vehicle miles traveled in Fresno, which is a very prestigious thing. What are other opportunities? High-speed rail. Now, we are the first high-speed rail section in the entire United States. So by pursuing your education here, you will have first-hand experiences. What is this technology? You will interact with the engineers that are working on this project, and we have plans to incorporate railway engineering into our transportation engineering classes in the following couple of years. And if you benefit from these opportunities, then you will have a head start for other similar projects that are going to happen in the state of California or in other states. So our high-speed rail is a first in the United States, but it's definitely not going to be the last. We have established, or we are in the process of establishing, a partnership with the Hyperloop Transportation Technology Incorporation. Now, if you do not know what the Hyperloop is, you should definitely check it, but it's a new transportation technology where the vehicle travels inside a tube, and it can travel with speeds as high as the speed of sound, so supersonic speeds. The current design is for vehicles to travel as fast as 740 miles per hour. So we do not want the vehicle to exceed the speed of sound because of the impact that this has. But this is no project worldwide. This would be the first project worldwide, and we are in partnership with them, and they intend to build, construct, and operate a Hyperloop transportation technology pilot project in Quay Valley, which is in the Central Valley. They have partnered with other schools for the architecture design, for other components of their design. We're in the process of establishing partnership for the civil side, which includes construction, structures, as well as transportation. So opportunities in our program in Fresno State in transportation engineering are very unique. Nobody else has high-speed rail. Very few schools teach the kinds of technologies and classes that we teach. Very few schools in the whole country have the lab that we have and the hardware and the software that we have. Our students are working in partnerships with the school. So our transportation engineering chapter is actually doing transportation engineering projects for Fresno State. We're also working on projects with Fresno City. We're working on projects with the Caltrans. We're working on transportation projects for the federal highway. We have a grant from the federal highway in collaboration with other entities, and this grant is about $500,000. We have students working on this grant. So there are many good opportunities that exist here, and by coming here, you take advantage of these opportunities.